Yo, yo! When I was in Vegas last year, I appeared on the Soulful White Academy's Poker Out Loud, which is a poker show where you wear noise cancelling headphones, talk about your decisions so no one else can hear you live in the game, and then they get to use that for educational content. They sent me the three hands that I requested from them, which are the most interesting hands I think I played, and I'm going to review them for you now. So, without further ado, let's take a look.
Like I said before, I could have a limp range here, and I could have a raise range, and I could have a full range. I'm gonna play having a full range and having a raise range, so I'm gonna make this 35.
Raise 35?
Alright, so I'm playing Blind on Blind versus a wizard, JNandez. Shout out to you, one of my favorite people in poker. I had really good chats with you in Vegas, and I really appreciate you as a human being. So I decided to have a raising range, King 10 of clubs. Even if you do have a limping range and a raising range, you can do whatever you want here. I decided to raise 35, pretty standard.
Right. Queen of clubs, jack of clubs. So obviously very strong hand, blind versus blind. I do think that small blind should have a huge limping range given the ante, and in fact there's no rake. So therefore the raising range could be very polarized between very strong hands and very weak hands. And basically clubs. I mean, I would obviously call, but the question is, we're going to get ourselves there. We'll just call and play a single raise position. So we're about 170 big blinds deep or something. I'm not sure how much I benefit from this 3-bet, but it's a nice hand, so we will do it. As far as sizing is concerned, we don't go too large because we still have position. We're going to go 110.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty standard 3-bet, well played. And I think my hand can mix, probably usually call, but sometimes 4-bet.
We raised to 110.
Obviously, 3-bet, that's obviously one of the disadvantages. Well, I chose this hand because you can 3-bet. I don't think I'm ever going to choose one 4-bet, maybe sometimes, but I just want to choose one 3-bet. So.
Oh, what's that?
We're flop there, so we're probably going to see if you choose that. Yeah, but nothing we can do here with check.
Check.
We get called, which is good news for my equity free. And here on this flop, when we start betting, I don't think we have to bet too large. He has a hand like ace jack off. We're going against top potter, so it's going to be really difficult against so many time. He has a hand like pocket eight, will be a ones, which is not too bad for us. Ace queen with a diamond is going to continue, but we have some barreling options. We're going to go top here about 100, and we're going to go like 125 from there. Yeah.
That's 125.
Yeah, I think half pot's a great sizing. I think my hand's a pretty clear call. Next.
Just over half pot. That's kind of what we expected. I think we set the call. I don't think we're going to have many times. I think we're basically going to be checkpointing twice and then trying to figure out what to do with the sizing.
Oh.
6 of hearts, complete 6-7. I think you definitely have that. Brings 2 flush draws. He's going to be doing some overbetting here. We don't think we lead, and then we just have the mercy of him really. Hopefully he checks back. And if you have bets, probably going to throw this one more.
Check.
So obviously turn we don't like. Didn't improve. Additionally, there are no more hands that will continue. Pocket 7, pocket 8 to the straight draw. Pocket 5's got there, I guess. I'm not sure if 5's calling. Probably not. That being said, it's going to have ace of hearts, ace jack of hearts, king of hearts. All these hands are not folding, diamond draws are not folding. I could have a hand that is nicely tripling, but actually I think I'm just going to check back here and try to improve my hand because there are many hands that are folding that are better, and even the drawing hands, a lot of them are better than mine as well. So it's not really a good prospect for struggling.
Yeah, I think this hand can mix on the turn, usually check. Some betting, sometimes, as you said, to triple off, but you got to be a little bit careful with the frequencies here, and I think the check's good. And there it is.
Okay, so check out the time. You can definitely be checking back some king X of hearts, some middle pair type stuff. Also, river 2 pair here, so we block a lot of his value and his holding range. So I'm debating whether I want to bet TF4 by worse, which is a lot harder for him to have now. Check raise if I do check, or maybe a small sizing to induce a raise. Not really sure what he can really have that calls me now. He might be able to value bet something like ace 10, he might be able to value queens if I check. So I think I'm going to go for a check raise here and hope that he provides something else. I have plenty of hands here like 5x, 6x, 9x that are going to want to check the check fold, and he might want to fold out with bluffs too. So I think check when a block 2 pair is a pretty good option.
So I really like my logic here. I've decided I'm going to go for the check raise on the river. I basically said that I block a lot of his. Well, basically, I unblock the fact that he doesn't really have as much weak showdown now, or random medium showdown, and he's going to have to bluff here a lot with whatever nonsense he's 3-bet and C-bet with. So at least that puts me in a spot where like he should value bet ace 10 on this river. I get the check raise, maybe levels him into calling. So I do like the check raise line. I don't think you always have to do it, but let's see what I do.
Check.
Alright, dreams still become true. Fortunately, we don't lead. We can't have it all. So, if he were to lead, we might shove and represent jacks. Doesn't lead, not that great for us. That being said, after checking my turn, we're not really going to have like, I mean, we could have thin value if we bet now queens, but it's actually really thin. So we could go for a small bet trying to do the jam. Buy a hand like a 9, for example. Like, it could also thinly value jam. I think most of the 2-bet hands, even king, they don't want to go for a check call, just want to go in bet and get called. So I'm a little bit confused what he has. Ace king 4 bets free, king queen could be an option. But king queen is so strong, I think we'll just go for value. So, where does that leave us? We go for the inducement, jam, I think, pretty much. I'm gonna go for all of it.
All in.
Oh, that is so sigh when I'm going for the check raise and he goes for the jam, and I'm just like, man. Because this is one of those spots where people just like, they just don't have bluffs, man. They're just 3x pot. They just have Queen Jack here like 90% of the time, and they claim that they're going to find bluffs. And I'm just there with top 2 pair, a planned check raise. I'm just like, the guy's not bluff jamming jacks here. The guy's not bluff jamming queens. He might value jam 10s. He might value jam kings. I think I don't know. Let's see what I do.
There you go. Alright, so that's a huge challenge we didn't expect, so we're just going to reassess the action here and ask how much that is.
1,480.
Okay, so he's 3.5 spot jam the river. Another question is how many queen jacks can he have? He can check back some queen jacks, maybe, oh, not diamonds or hearts, because he's afraid. He kind of doesn't, I don't think he's supposed to have 10s here, because what, I block that pretty hard. I don't think there are kings. I don't have thin, he goes for value on this river. Maybe occasionally goes 10-9 thinly, but then it's like, what bluffs does he have? His bluffs here are like, the problem here is, it's not that what bluffs does he have, it's does his bluff choose this sizing? Because he could choose a small sizing with the bluff here, which just makes me fold 9x, 5x, and 6x like pretty easily. So why is he chosen like a 3x spot jam? So he's only going to do that with a bluff that has a queen or jack in it. So possibly queen 10, possibly jack 10, possibly jack 9, possibly queen 9. It's pretty tough. I'm trying to think if I would rather have the queen or...
I think when I'm talking jack 10, jack 9, I'm just being really hopeful here. And I have to realize that I'm not being logical, I'm being hopeful.
Back in my hand to call here, or I'd rather have 10. I don't say it's pretty close. I think I'm going to just have to find the call here. I don't see how else we can play this hand.
Yeah, I'm hating it. I'm just like, this is like the best hand I have here when I jack. It really is. And I don't think that's a good reason to call, though.
I'm just going to hope that there's enough loss here and hope for the best, but I'm going to be begrudgingly calling versus...
Yeah, I would just like, I'm hoping that of all the players in the world that JNandez has a bluff here. But even him, at this particular juncture, didn't have it. Nice hand, sir. Very nice hand. I regret that call. I hope you enjoyed that review, and I'll see you on the next one.